they're walking or something. What's your wrong thing?
Well, the problem is we need to do it. My name is Thing then, my name is...
Alright, that's what I mean. What's your wrong thing?
Can
David,
you do that?
huh?
Can you do that?
Fuck, I'll go easy on you.
Right. What's my name?
I forgot. Meat Shield.
Meat Shield, isn't it?
Is it something Meat Shield?
I've seen Meat Shield Micro. And your name is...
Bullet Time.
Right, I think we're up.
Step on the stuff, just to
Right.
What?
Hello and welcome to whatever this TV show or event is. I'm a Jerry McLaughlin. Coming up later on, we've got plenty for you. I'm going to be looking at something, my colleague's going to be looking at another thing, and of course, my co-host will be checking out something else altogether. Can't wait for that. Plenty coming up on the show. In the meantime, whatever this is. Good.
We are going to have to wide open our minds, crash open our minds so wide if we're going to start to understand the nature of the human plight. For instance, the nature of Saturn and what Saturn is. It's very clear that at one point Saturn did not have rings. This all fits with what I say Saturn is, which is a gigantic broadcasting system, which is broadcasting this fake reality, something that picks that up and amplifies it at the Earth so we get it big time strong. At one pole of Saturn, a continuous hexagram storm twirling. At the other pole, there is a storm that looks just like an eye, a continuous storm. And you can go on the internet and put in sounds from Saturn in a search engine, and you can hear some of these really horrible sounds that are being recorded coming out of Saturn.
In 2007 I was 30 years old. In 2017 I'm 40 years old. That's mental, isn't it? That's mental when you think about it, innit? But listen, see, when I was 10 years old, I used to play fighting fantasy games.
I don't know if there's a bigger fan in the world of fighting fantasy books than me.
Portapero, mate. Portapero, only 500 in existence, mate. It's like a sequel to City of Thieves. Portapero, look at that cover, mate.
So when I heard Fighting Fantasy Legends existed, right, a game that took a few of the best books in the series and pushed them together into a kind of digital game type thing, I thought I need to have a look at this. And I was very, very impressed with what I found, folks, because even though, okay, look, putting on my games critic hat here, right, even though this isn't the best thing going, even though it's a wee bit rudimentary in places, right, you still are able to experience all the stuff for the books in a form that's actually quite clever. It's quite cleverly put together because you're moving your digital avatar around a map, visiting wee towns and going through the events of the book. And it doesn't feel like reading a book. You know how they've made digital versions of the books before and you felt a bit like, this is pointless, man, I'd rather just read the book. This is a wee bit different. This is maybe a more successful merging of the books and the video game world, because you're still getting all the incidents. I can remember, this is like for City of Thieves, for example. I can remember all these things happening in the book. I can also remember what happens when you make different decisions and stuff. And it all plays out in exactly the same way, right? So you're getting the experience for the book intact, but there's a wee bit more going on. You can level up your character. You can collect a wee bestiary of things you meet. There's wee concessions to being a video game, and the combat is much, much better than it is in the books. The combat is actually a really, really pleasant thing to play out, where you've got your dice and your luck dice and your wee special dice, and you're able to roll them and you can see them tumble and roll, and it's a great deal of fun, folks. It's a great deal of fun, I'm fucking telling you, right? You can also level up your dice, which is cool. See? Watch, I'll show you. Hurry up, Rab, click it, fuck's sake. Right, there it is. See, that's a stronger dice now. Back in 2007, like when you would work for, when we'd do things for computer game magazines and all that, and you'd make your wee shows and all that, you'd maybe try and kid on you were kind of good at games, know what I mean? You would, because you would worry about that kind of thing. You would want to look as if you get credibility. I'll show you. Like, shut, you want something with more action? Alright, how about Quake Champions then? I've also been playing this. When I've not been doing Fighting Fantasy, I've been playing Quake Champions. And let me tell you, this game is absolutely fantastic, mate. I know you're all playing Destiny 2 and all that now, but I'm still sticking with the real deal, where the real hardcore are, because there's no huge player base on Quake Champions right now, but what is there on Quake Champions is people who are fucking brilliant at playing Quake, mate, right? No, that doesn't include me. I'm merely an Unreal Tournament guy. That's what I say when I'm playing Quake. When I'm playing Unreal Tournament, I say, I'm merely a Quake guy, but I'm merely an Unreal Tournament guy, so I'm no brilliant at Quake. I'm fucking terrible at it, actually. You know, there was a time, maybe 10 years ago, maybe 2007 or so, when you were making videos to show people you know, reviewing a game, you would choose bits of footage that made you look quite good at the game, you know what I mean? But it's different times now, isn't it? Everybody knows that reviewers are shite at games now. Everybody knows that's all been exposed. So, you know, I'm happy to show you how fucking terrible I am at Quake Champions, and I mean fucking red rotten at it, mate. Absolutely red rotten. I mean, you've seen me have a few kills here, right? This is probably a particularly good time out for me. I've played deathmatch in Quake Champions and got no kills. No kills at all, and about 20 deaths. That's happened. But I still fucking love the game. I absolutely love the game. It's only 20 quid. It's early access on Steam, man. You get all the characters. The characters all have special abilities, but it doesn't. God, look, this is just me. Here's just a wee series of my deaths here. Yeah, I'm not scared to show you how shite I am. You know what I mean? I'm not scared to show you this. It's 2017. I'm embracing the honesty era. Yes, man, yes! I got a kill there. It was a fucking good one. I know. Yeah, it never lasts long though. It never lasts long with this game.
Yeah, is that yours? Never mind that. How have you been? Oh, missed you. I missed you. Oh, come on, Josh. Team. Kenny's back. No, this isn't right. You look too young. I'm not even sure if this is the right universe. Hold on. This is 2007.
Hello and welcome to whatever this show or event is. I'm a Jerry McLaughlin. Coming up later on, I'm going to be reviewing something. Well, my colleague, well, he's going to be checking out something else. And of course, our colleague as well will be checking out something else altogether. It sounds great. Plenty coming up. I can't wait for that. In the meantime, though, a little bit more of whatever this is.
It's done. Take it with a trap.
Hello and welcome to Check the Forums.
Check the forums.
Thanks for bearing with us. Welcome back to Checking the Forums.
To explain to anybody who's never seen Checking the Forums before, Checking the Forums is a show where we, Rab and Ryan at Consolevania, take a look across the World Wide Web
to see what the information used today is in video games. To see what the people who are into video games are talking about.
And what we've just abbreviated that whole experience down to the simple title,
Checking the Forums with Consolevania. Is it called Checking the Forums with Consolevania or just Checking the Forums?
I think it's just Checking the Forums.
Checking the Forums.
So, let's take a check.
Without further ado, let's do a check.
Check, please. I came up with that, honestly.
It's pretty good.
So, on Reddit, they're talking about Halo 3's 10th anniversary.
Is that out already? The 10th anniversary is out now.
It's time for the 10th anniversary of Halo 3. I wish I was Edo on Reddit has said, genuinely I think Halo 5 savaged the lore so hard and dropped the ball on general quality so hard that the best way forward is just to completely drop the plot line and return to the Covenant War.
Hopefully the guys at Halo 3 see that message and take that on board.
So the Lance Bean says...
The Lance Bean?
The Lance Bean, like Lance Henriksen, Lance and Bean, like a tin of beans bean. I remember my sister's boyfriend at the time bringing over his Xbox and beating the campaign in about a day and a half or so. 2007 was an incredible year for games, and I don't know if we'll ever get that good of a year again. I mean, Halo 3. Let's think about that. In the same couple of months, Halo 3, Call of Duty 4, Team Fortress 2, Portal 1, Bioshock in the same couple of months.
And what was that he was saying about his sister's boyfriend?
He says he remembers my sister's boyfriend at the time bringing his Xbox over and beating the campaign in about a day and a half or so.
Amazing.
Checking the forums.
Something staggering occurs to me when I look back at 2007 games, not just that Mario Galaxy exists, it's an actual thing that exists, and that probably shouldn't be the case because it's too good, one of the best games ever made. And Portal exists, also one of the best games ever made, but with the exception of those two games, something staggering occurs to me. Every other game that I remember for 2007, Halo 3 included, solid game, brilliant multiplayer, fucking cracker of a game, every single game I remember, with the exception of those two, are on the Xbox 360. I was an Xbox gamer. This is Overlord. It was great fun. Control your minions, tell them what to do. Good sense of humour, great game. The darkness, stupid rock music, over the top violence, ridiculous game. Loads of fun, Xbox 360. Really cool effects, look at all this nonsense I can do. Loud, over-the-top nonsense. Very quiet, boring Mass Effect. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful game. Atmosphere, talking, looking at things. It was special is what Mass Effect was. It was special. Not only did I love Naruto at the time, I'd still look back and think about Naruto Rise of a Ninja, because I've tried the other ones and they're not as good, and I miss it. I miss it, it's so good, I miss it. All these games on the Xbox 360, Microsoft fucked it, man. They totally fucked it.
Today is a special day. Today is the day I destroy the Earth! Intruder alert! Wait, what? Oh, you've got to be kidding me! Who are these freaks?
From the creators of Super House of Dead Ninjas comes
88 Heroes. It's a mad 2D platformer and it's just fun. It's just fun. You've got 88 characters at your disposal to help you complete 88 levels, all within 88 seconds each, or Dr. Hate will destroy everything on Earth. That's him at the bottom there trying to destroy Earth. It's just a fun game. It's just a fun game and it's available on everything: Xbox One, PS4, Steam, Windows, Mac, everything. It's just a fun game. Look at that, it's an armadillo, one of several different middle-aged armadillos that can help you out in this game. It's basically filled with loads of characters that we should have come up with in Consolevania, like Captain Colossus there. Why didn't I come up with Captain Colossus?
See you spun it? I fun it.
Anyway, there's loads of other amazing characters. Are the levels a wee bit samey? Aye, they are. There's only 4 worlds. There's a drunken James Bond type character there.
Fancy a spotted bite of lunch? Roll on.
And here's a punching ghost or something like that. Yeah, the levels are a wee bit samey. Is the gameplay secondary to the funny characters? Aye, definitely, but there are a lot of laughs, and each hero does handle differently, so you'll often accidentally kill them before you've even had a chance to learn out what their special skill is. Like, I mean, they are like that. Didn't even get a chance to figure out what the hell that was. Zamando, his main skill is he just throws his head. That's it. That's it. That's all he does.
Hey, all right, comradicals.
It's a great wee title. It's a good game to make your pal play and watch him burn through characters, burn through warriors like an American general. It's just a fun game. You don't have to worry about it. Just play it, have a laugh. You'll get through the characters.
For all your Consolevania needs, go to the website. So let's go swimming. Back up. Shark! I found another bonnet. Get it fucking up, you! I'm on here. Kiss me.
Lizard lips there. Everyone's favourite lizard lip. We all remember lizard lips from our childhood, don't we? Not quite as good as Laser Cat, obviously. It's another bit of gaming nostalgia, isn't it? It's gaming nostalgia, but it's good gaming nostalgia. It's from back in the day when you used to play games in the same room as someone else, and you'd have fun together. You'd share a laugh. Together. Plus, everyone enjoys coming up with characters anyway, don't they?
Hello, it's me. Even though you've not seen me for quite some time, because I've been a little bit in prison, which is like for a while for me. It's like 2 months I was away in the prison, it's quite a long time if you think about it actually. But now I'm out, and what I'll probably do now is I'll probably come around with a lot of Rolos or something and blend them up with bananas, because that is a nice thing you can do for someone. Big thing I've learned mainly since I've been away is don't drop a soap, because you get banned. Which is quite a difficult thing when you think about it. Soap is pretty slippery as well, you know. When you think about how slippery everything is, and then you think about soap, is like one of the most slippery things, and yet it's like the #1 thing you do not want to have slipping out of your hands, and you're bending over and you expose your big bare bottom. It's just like a big fucking target, isn't it? Then people go like, oh, here's a continuity bottom. I've got to feel it or something, which is quite understandable when you think about it. Anyway, I'm out now, so you'll probably see a bit more of me or something, which is quite nice when you think about it, actually.
Hello and wait.
You okay?
Checking the forums.
Checking the forums with Consolevania.
So this one's quite interesting. The Killing Spear X said, after the success of Nier Automata, do you think that Drakengard series needs a remake by Platinum Games? And he says, so I always wanted to get into Drakengard series, but the rating was always average. I never knew why. I thought it might be because of his anime-ish style, however later I understood that it was because... To cut a long story short, he says, anyways, what are your thoughts, guys? Thanks. And Mr. Fire Hedgehog says, I don't think they would do it. I don't think the mission where you kill the child soldiers, I don't think they would do it. I don't think the mission where you killed the child's shoulders.
Mr. Fire Hedgehog says,
So this is quite interesting recourse from Mr. Fire Hedgehog on checking the forums. He says, I don't think they'd do it. Like, I don't think the mission where you kill child's shoulders would be in a remake.
great.
Hello and
welcome to...
Hold up, son. I'm still in the conversation. It is actually a legitimate product. And basically, it's going to be like an NES Classic Edition. You can see it here. It has these lines going throughout. It kind of raises up in the back. And there are two different options for the front. It can either be this wood finish or this glass finish. And it's got some indicator lights on the front as well. Our objective is to create something new that stays true to our heritage while appealing to both old and new fans. I don't think this is going to try to compete with something like an Xbox One X or PlayStation 4 Pro or Nintendo Switch in any way, shape, or form, but I do think they're trying to set this up to be something more than just like some Sega Mega Drive thingamajiggy. No release date yet, no game content, or even the full specs yet. All we have are these images here, and remember to stay crazy.
Kenneth Follett's, capital T at the ends, Pillars of the Earth. Hello, I'm Brian McLeod. Join me as we take a trip back through time using extensive research. We are going to find out what it was like back before Maggie Thatcher fucking ruined everything. That's what I learned at school anyway. Everything was great, and then this is Pillars of the Earth. It's a point-and-click adventure game. You can play it on Steam, and it's fucking beautiful. It looks like a 70s, maybe early 80s British animation. It reminds me of things like the BFG and things like that. Very cosy. Always good when you remember things, you know, from your childhood. It's always a good hook. Reminds me of lying on a Sunday afternoon in bed as some unbelievably English, no offence, radio play is playing in the background, and I'm not particularly enjoying it, but it's nice and cosy. That's what it reminds me of. History, art, cosy, hit me. Here we go.
Salted fish all day? Me neither.
Salted, big shout out to Salted Fish there. You really do learn something new every day. Absolutely. What a time to be alive, if you think about it. To be able to explore the lives of history back in the day.
Also, they make a remarkable cheese in St. John's.
Fucking cheese? What am I doing, man? Mate, that's just a fucking game with monks talking. It's not even got graphics, it's just pictures. This is Echo, it's on Steam as well. But it's a real game, and there's a big eyeball. That's the menu system. That's beautiful, isn't it? And that's what draws me in. I'm not ashamed to tell you that is what draws me in. It is beautiful. And you look at the trailers, and you've got the action, and you've got the slick graphics, and that's what draws me in, because that's what I'm all about. As you know, small development team that made Echo, so this doesn't feel good anytime I have to do this. They've hired the ginger lasso at Game of Thrones to do the voiceover. She's a good-looking girl. And because they've got this established actress in to give their game a little bit of profile, they've obviously went after fucking head, and they've written tons and tons and tons of cringe-inducing lines for her to read out, and she sounds totally bored out of her fucking nut. Like, she's not even acting. She's just doing that breathy thing that sounds as if she's putting emphasis on things, but she does it over absolutely every word that she's saying. She's just turned up and she's just reading the script.
I get no ghosts when the lights are out. So my guess is that the palace is blind while it's rebooting. When the lights come back on, their abilities match my actions from the previous light cycle.
That's her explaining the concept of the game. You've arrived in this space station type mysterious thing that looks a bit like the room from 2001, and the concept is that when the lights are on, the structure is watching you and learning from the actions that you take, and in the next cycle, these enemies, these echoes, are going to mimic the things that you've done. Like, I'm opening a door here, so the room has now seen me open the door, and in the next light cycle, they fuckers will be able to go through doors. It sounds like a good concept, isn't it? But it's just rooms. The game is just rooms, because I watched the trailers and it looked like mad CQC stuff was happening. It looked action-packed. But I actually just ran about shoving cunts. I just shoved cunts. And until the last 40 minutes of the game, there's only one type of fucking enemy. These things show up 40 minutes before. How did he not notice me? How did that not notice me? They things show up, you're like an hour and a half into the game, you're going, where are the boss fights? Are you seriously telling me that I'm going to get to the end of this game and there's only going to be one boss fight at the end? Well, put that out of your mind, because there isn't even a boss fight at the end of the fucking game. The game just fucking ends. So you wander around these rooms, these empty fucking rooms, supposedly doing stealth, but actually just shoving everybody out of your way. And then nothing happens at the end, and it just ends. You know why the footage in this review is so boring? Because the game is so boring, so repetitive. Why is it not on, I don't know how to make a game, but why is it not on the checklist of things that you make sure you're doing? Does it look good? Yes. Is it original? Kinda, aye. Is it fun to play? Oh, shit, no. Oh, well, 2 out of 3 isn't bad. Now shove it up your space arse. I'm away to find out about this monk cheese.
Look at these fucking idiots. Oh, the smell of sweat in here is disgusting.
That is literally all happening now. Let's check. It's higher again, isn't it?
Hold on, I need to go into a shite.
So, welcome back to Checking the Forums. Welcome back to Checking the Forums of Consolevania. So we're taking a look at...
Moving on to...
forum.davidite. Jim Genius says, VR my arse. Nerdy betas will be getting very excited about this, I'm sure. And then he's put up a picture of the Facebook man, the man who did Facebook. The man, what's his name again?
Bill Gates.
They'll put a picture of him there. A picture of him walking past a lot of nerds in their VRs. So, have you seen that?
Proves his point. A picture speaks 1,000.
Take a look at this. Somebody else said this.
Can I get it off? Hold on, let me try that. I've got it stuck on it, hold on. Let me try this. Still got me a stuff to film, hope it's no stuff.
You got some money for me, boy? I seen your name in our ledger.
Philip! I'm in the kitchen, Philip.
Hey, I've got some news about... Have you heard the news?
I've got a secret for you to tell. Shh. It's a secret.
We got lawmen in 3 different states after us. They chased us from the west, they chased us over the mountains.
He's got brown hair.
We got brown hair. We got brown hair.
Ain't no such
He's got brown hair. Robbie brown hair.
He's got... Philip, he's got... It's brown! It's brown!
Where's our money? Do you have my badge? Always.
He's got brown hair.
He's got big brown hair.
Gotta get another damn Jerry.
Yep, already.
Yeah, he's in. Give it about a month. Yep. Oh yeah.
as you take my hand, just as you write my number down, just as the drinks arrive, just as they play your favorite song, as your body disappears.